You ask, does that mean that the Palestinians have the right to fight? How many years ago did that take place? Anybody know? Is it 60 years ago? 60 years ago? Now, all I said was that took place. And you already knew what I meant. What did I mean? Did I mean that's when Palestine started? No. It's not Palestine, it's Philistine. It's always been Philistine. The people that live there call it Philistine. In the Bible, in English, it's still called Philistine. Why do we call it Palestine? I don't know. But let's talk about a city that's there. One of the oldest cities in all of Balad Hashem is a big city there. It's kind of like a hill like this. Do you know it? What's the city? What city? I can't hear you. What's it called? What do we call it in English? Ah, Jerusalem. So one of the Jewish professors, when I was out in Colorado, university was in Fort Collins, Colorado. He was given this lesson and he broke it down. He was showing the Hebrew. This is in a course he was doing, an extra course. And he was showing that this place used to be a valley. But because civilization after civilization after civilization, this became a mound. It became built up. This happens, by the way. Many times you find ancient civilizations are underneath. You keep digging down, digging down. He said from the beginning, it's always been this same situation there. He said, but it used to be called Jar Shalom. That's what he said. He said that it meant the place of peace. What do we call it in Arabic? Dar es Salaam. Place of peace. And then he said, and it's been anything except that ever since. And it's true. If you read the Old Testament of the Bible, you see right there at the place of King Solomon's temple, how many times they had problems, wars, the Babylonian exile when they came in, and how they come back and tried to reconstruct and then fighting again. And it goes on and goes on. The Christians were there, then the Muslims were there, and you know the history of it. So what are you saying? Does that mean the Palestinians have a right to fight? Does what mean? Does what mean? What I'm talking about tonight? I was clear. We have it being recorded right now and you can check it out. I was very clear when I said that this is an order from Allah. When it's not real estate. So if somebody's fighting for real estate, that's between them and whoever's trying to take the real estate. But if somebody's fighting for Islam, that's all of us are concerned about it. But if somebody's fighting over their pots and pans or anything like that, and if there's any discrepancy, then they have their own society there to take care of that. And if they're not working it out, then they can reach out to others for help if they want to work with them. But let me take you back to another time in Islamic history and let you think about it. At the time of Muslim Spain, this is back when my ancestors used to be the teachers there at that time. Their name was Ustaz. And they later, when they migrated to England, they changed it to Estes. And now they pronounce it Estes. That's my last name today. So we go all the way back to Spain. Didn't know that? They didn't say that? What kind of introduction you guys give? Okay, whatever. Anyway, at that time, the Muslims did a very horrible thing. They divided up into communities and put kings or sultans over their communities, and each one fighting the other one over gold. Gold was a big thing to them. They were killing each other. They started hiring the Christians to help them kill each other. They hired these guys, these are called mercenaries. You pay somebody to go kill people, like a hitman. Really it is. Go kill them. Here's money, go kill them. And they were doing that. It got really bad. And then at one point, some of the Christians got together and said, you know what? These guys are just giving us a little bit, and we're the ones getting exposed here, and we're going to kill them anyway. Let's, you and me, let's go kill them, and we'll take it all. And they did. And when it happened, when the Christians were invading them, not the Catholics, we're not talking about that, not yet. So the Muslims decided, okay, let's go to across the water, and they went to Maghreb. And they asked the Moroccan Muslims to come over and help us. The emir said no. Didn't know that, huh? He said no, because what you're doing, you're bringing it on yourself. Allah's hand is off of those who are killing Muslims. So you're killing each other, deal with it. They said, but if we get destroyed, Islam will be destroyed, and you'll have your own enemy right over there. He said, it's not our enemy, it's your enemy. We didn't hire him, you did. So they had quite a dialogue about it. Finally, they convinced him, and he did it on a condition. He said, I'll send our lives, but I don't want to lose one drop of Muslim blood from the believers of Maghreb for your endeavor. Continue. You have to swear. He made the leadership of Spain, Muslim Spain, swear that they will stop, cease, and desist all activity against each other. You don't have to love each other, but you got to live together. They agreed. The Muslims went over there, and in Texas they would have said kicked butt, but I won't say that. Oops. As soon as the Muslims were victorious, again, the Muslims from Maghreb went back to Morocco. They went back to Morocco. And it was just a short time, and the Muslims in Spain started it all over again. And started hiring the Christians again, paying them in gold, trying to take their land and get their gold. Only this time when they came across, the same thing happened again, Christians did the same thing again. Only this time when they came across, they came to the emir and he said, there's no way. And then no matter what they said, he said, I won't believe you. I'm not going to believe it, and I'm not spending the life of a single Muslim from Maghreb for what you're doing over there. You get it? Get up in the night and pray tahajjud. Start sacrificing to Allah. Stop killing each other. Allah will give you the victory. Believe in Allah. Don't keep coming over here. That's what he said. And they lost. But Maghreb didn't lose. It's still there today. And by the way, the oldest university is not Al-Azhar in Cairo, Egypt. The oldest university is in Fez. And I've been to both of them. Both of them are great places to learn. Both of them have huge libraries of ancient books in Arabic, especially Quran, but for sure this is the oldest one. And by the way, they also have some really good Muslims there too. Okay, they do. But they have good food too. Couscous. Why did I bring this up? Because if I try to talk about things that are current, there's too much prejudice. There's too much emotional involvement. Too many people will go this way or that way. But when you have a clear example and you can agree, yep, that makes sense. Now you can understand why some leaders of Muslim countries today choose not to do that. Because I'm sorry to tell you this, I have too many friends from Palestine who have told me clearly the real condition over there, and it isn't a lot different than what we heard about in Spain. Sorry. But I do pray for them every single night. I pray for all of them because I want to see real peace. And it's not going to happen until the Muslims learn how to worship Allah the right way. Because it's not really the Jewish who your problem are with. It's not Christians who your problems with. It's not Shiites. It's not Sufis and Goofies. Your real problem is with what? You. Your relationship with your Lord. What does Islam mean? If it doesn't mean your relationship, then help me here to understand the word. I mean, you know, I'm ready to learn. Somebody knows something I don't know about this word Islam, tell me. Alhamdulillah.